extra manpower despite the recent allocation of 90 new officers. Bedfordshire has received 10 extra policemen, whilst Norfolk, Essex, Northamptonshire and Cambridgeshire have been given 20 each. Even so, the police say undermanning is still a major problem, particularly in the rapidly growing county of Cambridgeshire.
Increasing violence in market towns like St Neots needs more and more officers to keep things under control. And police in rural areas find they're getting less and less time to devote to traditional community policing. Manpower's stretched to the limit all across the county.
Arrested 2, Russell and Judy, 622, arrested 2.
On a Friday evening, St Neots' entire complement of officers are briefed before spending the night on the streets. It's the busiest patrol of the week. The briefing's not even ended before PC Russell Simpson and WPC Julie Dean received their first call.
Quite startled with fear.
Community beat officer David Glover's first call isn't quite so urgent. Even so, his rural beat at Bluntisham keeps him just as busy.
As a rural officer, obviously I have a lot to do with community relations, and I've got 3 schools in my area, all of 200 plus. Because it's raining outside today, we're going to do a cycling proficiency class inside. In the past I've found it very difficult to find the time, but the last year has been a little bit better in going to see the schools. I've managed to get another officer involved in one of those schools, and so I've only got 2 to do. It's about 3 sizes too big for you, I think.
Back in St Neots, the night patrol's first call is to a town centre pub. The landlords complained about youths who are causing trouble in the bar.
Or outside the bridge. Sounds like it's inside from the noise in the background, Trevor.
The group of youngsters are warned that if they don't calm down, they'll have to leave. But it's still early. The real trouble usually starts around closing time. PC Glover's on permanent emergency call throughout the area. If anything comes up on his own patch or on a neighbouring beat, he's sent to deal with it.
Today I was flagged down by a motorist who said that a man had had a bag stolen. So obviously I gave chase and luckily caught him. But it turned out that it was a pint of milk that he'd stolen. How old are you? 10?
Oh, God. I don't want you to pay for the milk, lad. I just don't want you to pinch it in the first place. Why did you have to do that?
Yes, coming! Market Square, mobile, Market Square. Is it? They're coming, man.
I'll say it's part of the job. You don't expect to have to deal with fights every day of your life, obviously, but we do come across them quite often. And you do, it's a horrible thing to have to say, you do get used to dealing with people like that.
Is it a case of being genuinely worried about getting injured yourself?
There is an element of worry there, but you don't sort of put it to the front of your mind when you're dealing with everything. It's when you've got back into the car or resume walking again that you do think, what could have happened to you?
Obviously paperwork plays quite an important part in this job. I get all the inquiries for the 4 parishes, and these include warrants and things from other forces to sort out. Over the last year it has got a little better, and I'm hoping that in the future with extra officers it will in fact improve quite a bit and allow me to stay on the beat more and make me more available to the public.
It does happen from time to time, but it does go absolutely mad. Tonight it's been relatively quiet. We've had 1 or 2 incidents, as you've seen yourself. We've been able to deal with them quite well, really, because they've happened one at a time, as opposed to all happening at once, which does happen from time to time when we really are struggling there. Situation like you saw this evening on the Market Square, for instance. Now, had it been necessary there to arrest 1 or 2 or more persons, it would have depleted our manpower considerably. And not just for 1 or 2 minutes, it would have been for some time, which meant that if anything had cropped up in the intervening time, which was of a major nature, then of course we would not perhaps have been able to deal with it as efficiently as we otherwise would have. So yes, it does deplete manpower quite considerably.
Whether it's in the towns or in the country, the resources of the Cambridgeshire force are fully stretched in their efforts to police the county. It's the same story throughout the region. Despite the Home Secretary's announcement of extra officers, forces say they still need more policemen.
Chris Wilson on patrol in Cambridgeshire. Cambridge is playing host to a unique exhibition of Egyptian art. Over 250 exhibits, some of them up to 4,000 years old, are on display at the Fitzwilliam Museum. They've been gathered from all over the country and include sculptures, jewellery and ceramics.